So it seems like I am live. You know, it's strange saying I am live instead of we are live, but that is the reality of today. No fart, no Dashy, only Farsight. So it seems like I can do the only thing I know how to do when I play alone and when I'm extra miserable: Warframing. Not to say that Warframe is meant for the depressed and the sad and the sulky. No. It can be something quite enjoyable when you play with others, but since nobody here wants to play with poor Farsight, he has to play this lovely game on his own. So, yeah. You are absolutely welcome to say what you will, think what you want to think, and tell me how awesome or awful I am as I don't know, try to play something. And, well, that's the thing, Alex. There's no Dashy today, because Dashy has to dash off somewhere else and do Dashy things. Oh, and apparently he's in their chat, so I guess I don't know anymore. Oh, that's because I just arrived at home, funnily enough. I have been working my feet to death at my weekend job, and I just came here and I wanted to give you a stream right here, right now. Right here, right now. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Well, I am playing, Alex, if, you know, I'm doing the best I can with what I got. This is the only real solo game I have. Yeah, I know. I can go and change that. I don't have that much experience. I can try. Yeah, Dash, shoo, go away. This was kind of a in the moment thing. I didn't have much time today to really do anything, so I know that you guys are entering this with false expectations, and I'm really sorry for that. But I can try and fix it if you want to, or you can just, you know, enjoy the run. What is Minecraft? Is it some sort of hip new thing that all the cool kids are doing? Because I ain't heard of that. Well, Alex, Dash has got to dash off somewhere and do things, so... But you have me? Won't that be good? We'll have fun together, right? Please. Regardless, I want to ask y'all fellas, have you ever heard of Warframe? Any questions, I can take them. I'm pretty well versed in most things. Setting, lore, gameplay, things like that. And who knows, if you find this incredibly boring, I can actually offer you a different treat. What was... I lost track as I was reading chat there. But yeah, Dashi will probably, you know, leave pretty soon, so you should be prepared for that. But now, I can, if you do not enjoy Warframe, of course, give you something else that you might enjoy. It is my favorite Warhammer 40k game, actually, and if you have picked up anything under... you know, some small hints perhaps here and there and mostly everywhere when I'm concerned, you'd know that I'm a massive 40k fan. And there's a game that is actually pretty good that I could show you and talk to you about. This stuff, this Pepsi Maxi lime flavor, this is good stuff. Alright then. Ah yeah, doesn't this guy look good? Alright then, let's see what is on the chopping block for today. cool, I got burst mass.
You keep being you, dreamers.
Oh yeah. Alright, let's see, what can I do? Relic Hunt, Nightmare, Mission of any types, collect things, Polarizement, Invasion missions of 300.
You know it.
We can do some of that. Can I choose between? Oh, dude, Sword, one doesn't need to limit yourself to only one brand. Isn't it okay to have a little bit of everything? In all honesty, I was actually very much against Pepsi back in the day. It was like one of those hardcore, like, you're either A or you're either B. And whatever is B is bad, so like, fuck that side. But I've learned in my many years of consuming many different types of wonderful drinks, mostly with, that one can enjoy both. One doesn't have to limit yourself to one. Pepsi has always been strange to me because the Pepsi Maxi, ever since I became diabetic, type 1, sugarless Coke drinks have been a much better idea. You know, it's much better for me to consume those than take real ones. And when it comes to sugarless, I find that Pepsi Maxi are actually quite good. So maybe that is just me and my condition speaking. Let's see. There's a Twin Viper. We can go Karaka. Which one was better? Oh, you don't? Well, that is a shame, because, well, yeah, I never felt much for normal Pepsi either. I mean, it's functional, but I feel Coke has a much better oomph in it. Let's see. Let's go with actually Karaka. Karaka. That's a funny name. Twin barrels. Actually, maybe can I do both? Let's do this. What do you like? What do you think of my spaceship? It's the red one. The pretty one. Well, I could start with a new character, but it seems a little pointless because, well, there's not really anybody I'm really showing this to. And this is only going to be like a very rare thing to do. I don't really see the value. If you want me to start fresh with a campaign, for example, though, I do have one other thing. I did tell you earlier that I have this game that I cherish quite deeply, actually. A Warhammer 40k Space Marines. I really enjoyed that one. And I would be really happy, actually, to share that with you, if you want to, of course. I mean, hey, like, who's got time for Farsight and his absolutely psychotic obsession with 40k? Yeah, there you go. But tell me, Sword, why? I need to know that. Okay, now up here, cool. Be an extra laggy today. Well, if you don't have motivation, Swordy, then you don't have an argument? I don't know, it's a little weird to say that you don't want it, but you don't know why you don't want it. What if you end up loving it? Huh? Huh? Didn't see that one coming, did you? God damn. But hey, it's now only me here, so hey, feel free to ask anything you've ever wanted to ask from me. Who knows? Maybe we'll get a new perspective on things. I illuminate my philosophy. know too much about it, and Warframe is new, so you don't know shit about it. I beg to differ, Sorty. I have played Warframe for quite some time, actually. I think 2 years? This is actually my character, after all. So I've been doing this for a while. I'm still level 13, master level 13. Although Warframe is one of those games where you really just have to come and go. It's pretty cool like that. It can also be very relaxing, depending on how you use it to burn time. So I mean, hey, if you want to ask, but isn't this new Warframe? I don't know about that. Warframe has always just been Warframe. Can you explain a little bit more what you mean when you say new? Because Warframe has been around now for some time, and it's always, you know, it keeps on being updated. Oh, when you're talking about, you know, a new Warframe, a new character, you are correct. I believe you're right now in the middle of the either depths or whatever, deep bombs. Because Warframes are, you know, they're essentially like champions in the league. So yeah, and I think there's even like some cool speculations about the newer one that will come within perhaps a month. But Sorty, have you ever played a Warframe? And when I say Warframe, I mean this game, not, you know, this character.
My Warframe is strong.
Man, this is hard to keep a track of. Ah, I know, right? This character was really hard to give a good and proper color theme with, because like if you try white or black, it just doesn't really, like, you don't get the wow factor, and you absolutely need a wow factor in a Warframe. Warframe is a little like fashion frame. It's even nicknamed that because of how awesome you can make your characters look. Oh, I'm gonna use champions because it's easier to understand that. There's so much awesome customization, you know, like how you want to make your cloak look, your weapons, you yourself. I mean, look at this. Is this awesome or what? You know, energy and all that. And you need to look extra fabulous when you kill stuff. Oh, well, that sucks. That really sucks. I'm so sorry to hear that, sort of. Because Warframe is a pretty good game. Like, and it's amazing for being free. I mean, you know, with garbage, I'm so sorry for anybody who's offended by this, garbage like Anthem and the likes, that, you know, asks a paying price and then adds, you know, in-game microtransactions or loot boxes. Isn't it wonderful to just have a free game that offers great value and only customization that you can't pay for? And I have done that. And I do not feel bad about that. Just because this game has just given me that much enjoyment. Warframe is the only game next to League of Legends where I felt that it has earned my money for what I have, you know, for what the game's given me. And that's, I think, the most important point. The game should give before taking. And we should be the one to give, not feeling like we need to. By the way, sorry, have you heard about the more recent, well, articles that came out regarding BioWare's troubled development? That was an interesting piece of news to go through. Really does show that EA messes everything up, and even if this time it was mostly... Well, I can give you the short end of it, sorry. There was this article essentially about a guy who made a lot of interviews in BioWare, and it was revealed that BioWare had, to keep it short, done fucked it up. They... Alright. But hey, if you want to hate EA more, or BioWare, you know, let's just say that there was a lot of problems behind Anthem and leave it at that. And EA also sucks. There we go. End of story. But other than that, Sword, if you want to talk about things that we usually do not discuss here on the ShadyGoats, you know, things like movies or, you know, the gaming industry, I'm actually pretty well informed mostly about that, so... Alright then, Swordy, you got it. So again, there was this pretty decent writer who went into BioWare headquarters, did a bunch of interviews, and essentially uncovered what had happened, why Anthem turned out as awful as it did. Well, Anthem's creation actually started 7 years ago. Can you imagine that? 7 years developing a game. And pretty much BioWare management was really awful and had just let the product lie there for 5 straight years. Oh shit, the Wolf of Saturn 6 just showed up. Where is it? This guy in his business. Anyways, EA essentially, you know, after have given BioWare, you know, 5 years to develop this thing, finally came down and basically said, you know, alright, what do you got for us? And so BioWare showed them the even worse version of Anthem, and EA said, this is awful. And it was awful. And so, like, make something better. Also, you have roughly, like, 1 year to make this thing. And so BioWare had to finally get off their asses, and, you know, the head core of BioWare finally arrived and basically hardcored it during that last bit. It was not a beautiful thing, I can tell you that. And during this interview, it's also shown how, well, the developers was feeling during this time. Like, there were many people who just broke during this insane work period that they were under. So much pressure, so much, well, just despair, honestly. There was even mention of stress casualties, where people just had to leave for maybe months and not being able to come back just because of the amount of hard work they were going through. Some had to literally just go into a room and cry with all the stress they were under. I don't know about you, but that sounds really awful. Also, fun fact, originally Anthem wasn't actually supposed to be Anthem, or, you know, what it was turned out to become. It was originally called Beyond, and it was this interesting game about you essentially having a one stable fortress, and you were in the center of the, what you can call the Bermuda Triangle, constantly striking out to fight like the biggest horrors that the galaxy can ever attract to a central area. Well, that was removed, and, you know, add as many jetpacks and cool stuff like, you know, the kids will love.
Life support capsule is now available.
Next time you realize. Yeah, I know. Shady, I can probably see about getting that fixed next time. Yeah, but welcome.
Running out of time. That should keep you going for a while. Life support activated.
I'll look into it. As long as you get that I have gold, copper, I think silver too, it'll probably be good. I don't know like what the next stage will be. I will probably have to work on my crafting actually to reach that level. thank you.
Support has arrived.
Shady, I really appreciate it. Big man's down from the counts.
Extraction is available, if you need it. Our operative is making progress. This will help our cause.
That was fun. Ah, you're watching it on your phone. That's actually pretty awesome. Yeah, Sorty, don't hesitate to ask me anything. I am super open to, like, pretty much anything. You can also ask me something super embarrassing if you want to, although I cannot promise I'll be super truthful. Yep, Shady just sometimes shows up and just does kick-ass jobs and helps us out. Free speeds to Shady? Yeah, Shady.
You are running out of time. Consider extraction.
Oh shit. Time to go.
Life support has been replenished.
Well, I mean, I can absolutely do that. I actually haven't checked out the new remastered Plains of Eidolon yet. I wanted to do a little bit of invasion, you know, get my Nora up.
Life support
Got
has
some
been
challenges left to do.
replenished.
But actually, that's a great idea. I'll go and do that. I've seen like a lot of cool forest areas new and now in the Plains of Eidolon. I wonder if they changed the quests. Well, now you just made me confused. Go on. You see this? This is a confused Farsight. But, yes, you were talking about Borderlands 1. Why haven't we played that? Well, I mean... you don't really know. I've always preferred...
Another job well executed.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. And don't hesitate to ask me anything. I will probably answer most of it. Unless it's super embarrassing, then I might fiddle with the truth. I don't know. It's base to base. But, Borderlands 1. I'm not sure. We tried it. It was not as exciting as Borderlands 2. It just made us appreciate Borderlands 2 more. And now that Borderlands 3 is coming out, I don't know, like... I never said I was a liar. I said I might fiddle the truth. There's a difference. There's a difference. And I would only fiddle the truth if it was very, very embarrassing. Just saying. Continue interest in the designer from a member of our style was Alan. Oh, right. They're going to send assassins after me. Good to know, Sorty. I knew you had my back. Out of everyone here who's distrusting me, who calls me a liar, you would always be on my side. I appreciate that. That is a fair thing. Long dong. What? Why not, Sword? Maybe. On one hand, I have never actually properly finished Borderlands 1, so it could actually be something new, something, you know, it's almost worth exploring, right? Because, I mean, it could actually make you also appreciate Borderlands 2. I don't know, there's also a lot of other exciting projects that we now have in the works, with the Lotro 1 Death. equals game over thing going on. You know, it keeps both Shady, Dashy, and me quite occupied and stressed as it is with Minecraft streams. We don't really have that much time at the moment. Who knows, maybe when we finally defeat the Ender Dragon and only have community streams left, maybe we will actually do either Borderlands 1 or something else. It is actually possible. New weapons, you say? Yes, perhaps it might be worth it. It would definitely be worth just to play the campaign, the DLCs, and, you know, get that wonderful spot where you get to kill those claptraps. My god, I would really enjoy doing that. I don't know about you, but that sounds like some good indulgence of your inner self. Have I done all three? No, okay, one more. You know, it's really funny how it all started, right? Like, the first time you see the claptraps, they're just there, they're annoying, they're meant to kind of be annoying, and you have to help them, I think, and they give you stuff. Next, they're there and they're freaking annoying, but you know, it's only one claptrap, thank god. And it's interesting what humor they do. Sure, sort of, we'll see it soon. It's, you know, that constant snarking thing where, like, joke, and you're like, ha ha ha, and then it's like, same joke, and you're like, alright, that's funny. Same joke, it's like, okay, yes, it was funny the first 2 times, can you please stop? Joke, and you're like, oh my god, shut up! You know, it's that type of humor that the claptraps roll. And it's really good for first-timers, but if you play Borderlands multiple times, like I did, like Dashy did, like my brother Razor did, it really just, it stacks up and it becomes freaking insufferable. So by the pre-sequel, everybody, like even Gearbox, they know how much we bloody hate them. And so, you know, I love how like all the characters in-game also bloody hates him. So hey, it at least, you know, it brings us all together, you know, in a nice loving family of hatred. Lockdown pauses. Claptrap has his real body in the end, and it's stuff like that. It is funny. So, yeah, Claptrap has had some genuinely good moments that really just makes you laugh. Playing through it also gives me great, you know, appreciation for what is, you know, what can be annoying or what not. Like when a character just asks for your help without, you know, giving proper thank yous. I've noticed that sometimes when people don't, you know, when characters don't do that, it makes me, you know, who went out of my way, you know, threw my ass into the blender there to help them, and they don't give you a thanks, you know, ungrateful NPCs, that can really make you pissed off at sometimes. And Claptrap many times don't thank, really, just like, hey minion, do this, save me. And you're like, you ungrateful jerk. No way! No! Whoa! Really? That is both amazing and sad and incredible at the same time. Huh. Well, there's clearly a reason for that, right? Maybe this game is more than meets the eye. Huh. You know, I will actually bring up the idea of at least playing through the campaign, you know, showing, let's be honest, the real, you know, all the good stuff of Borderlands 2, you know, give it a shot. And see what Dashy says. Who knows, right?
Get ready for a capsule.
And we might decide. It might actually take a priority or be on the list. Who knows? Interesting. I don't know, didn't, like, when I saw Borderlands 1, I felt it was very dry, you know, it didn't have a lot of color. It was mostly a lot of desert areas, and I thought that the more, you know, cartoonish style, well, brought more life to it overall. What do you actually feel? You know, do you like Borderlands 2, or you like Borderlands 1 more? Hmm. Oh, fancy. Yeah. Yeah, the whole thing with the Epic Store, by the way, that you brought up, it... Like, we all know why it doesn't improve. Like, you know, the thing that hurts the most is that overall, nobody really wins from this. Like, does this improve the game industry as a whole? Not really. Does it improve it for us? No, because we're limited to a platform that is not Steam, is inferior to Steam, and just serves to annoy us. I mean, nothing's gonna stop us from, you know, downloading the damn thing and playing it on the damn thing, but, you know, it's still the idea that it's... that PC gamers, for once, have to actually fight over exclusive, right?
Life support has been replenished. Another life support capsule is now available.
But Borderlands 1, it'll be interesting actually. We'll see if Remastered will have enough in it. Because, I mean, we love Borderlands 2, so we'll see if Borderlands 2 lovers can still love the original. That is actually going to be interesting to see.
When you need it, extraction is ready.
Oh, great. Now I can leave.
Our operative is making progress. This will help our cause. That should keep you going for a while.
I agree with that. I really do.
Coming in of so many of you being your best selves. Nora is just beside herself with admiration.
Like, I get the point, right? Epic Games is supposed to be an actual rival to Steam, to make Steam do stuff that they've never had to, because Steam had a complete monopoly on games on their platform. And monopolies are many times not good, because, you know, it means that they can dictate the price, it means they can dictate what is, you know, allowed on their store and not. And of course, Steam has also had the freedom of being extremely lazy about it. You know, they don't have to have any quality control over what games are, you know, on their servers, because everyone just throws their garbage, and let's call it what it is, many times garbage, on the platform. An Epic Store to actually being able to get be a competitor might actually motivate Steam to get their shit together. Alas, that will probably not happen. Because Epic Games is just gonna get money that I don't really know where they're gonna get all that, where they get all of it, and just buy exclusives, and that's it.
Another job well executed.
Early access, well... That's the thing, though. I've always had a great mistrust of mini-games, even how great the developers might be. Just because I've been burned before. Once before. Halo 4, it was not the Halo that I was really hoping for. And I pre-ordered it, and later on I regretted it. And I've seen how many games have been hyped up to oblivion as the, you know, the most groundbreaking video game of our age, and shown to be an absolute disappointment. Pre-ordering culture is very dangerous to be around, just because you put faith in corporations. And these corporations don't owe you anything, really. Like, many times have they earned it. Even Gearbox, who was so great, who made Borderlands, still gave us Aliens Colonial Marines, the Abomination, if you remember. Cross-platform for players can play with same server at the same time, and that's the best I can imagine. That would be so awesome. I so agree with you. Cross-platform. Oh my god, to be able to play alongside console users, that would be so awesome. Like, does that ever happen? I think there was some talk about, what was it? I know, right? You know, so many times One can dream of the simplest things, and yet companies refuse to just make it a reality. We all dream that Star Wars could actually be handled by better people, you know, actual fans. Alas, no. We all want the more recent Star Wars movies to be freaking deleted. It's not gonna happen. That's a dream. I hold to it. We all want there to be games that are always good and, you know, properly scrutinized and don't have, most of the time, employees who get burned to the ground to be able to make them with crunch periods of, you know, 100 work hours per week. Alas, that's not a thing. I have learned that the movie industry and the game industry are far from perfect. And it's really about us to dream and to hope and to wait for those special little gems that always show up. It doesn't matter how deplorable some things are, there's always going to be people out there that have a genuine love and passion for the craft that'll make something, it'll come through, and we will love it and buy it. You know, that's actually a pretty cool idea. Man, wouldn't that be amazing if some bright corporate person with, you know, the most fabulous tie ever, probably, you know, very boring, I would guess a black tie, because most people pick that, you know, was like, hey, let's just start a subscription model where everyone can, you know, gather in this massive pile where every single gamer, you know, on every console, doesn't matter, can just gather up and just play. Granted, you would probably get your face destroyed by PC players when it comes to shooters and all, because ultimately, you know, PC players are more accurate with the mouse than they are with controllers, but who cares, right? It's, you know, if they want to play with controllers or consoles, that's their choice, right? Wouldn't that be so amazing? And some games wouldn't matter, right? Some PC games would just don't really require split-second reactions. Sega had. You say that they had, they don't longer have it. That sounds amazing, though. I've never been much of a multiplayer guy myself, personally. I've mostly been the PvE, and I like to play with friends if I can. I'm not that competitive, actually. But I will always, you know, just give a thumbs up to those who do love multiplayer, who get to play together with so many people. Nobody likes a game that is completely dead, right? Everyone wants to be able to go back and enjoy it with others. So many MMOs have faced that horrible fate and are now gone forever. Oh, ooh. Yes, I know, but like, I get that. But you said that Sega had. Do you mean that they no longer have those things? That they're gone? And you can't get that anymore? But of course, like the multiple options, that's awesome. What was I again gonna upgrade on this? Let's see. I think. Do I have a max level? Nice. Should I spend another one? Maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. I should probably look this up before I actually use it. Okay. Oh, cool. This one is also upgraded. Oh, look at that. Fully maxed. This thing is actually pretty kick-ass. Huh. So it's still around. That's pretty kick-ass, actually. Sega. Are there any games on Sega that I would enjoy, though? I heard that Yakuza is pretty awesome, but it's one of those games that are really enjoyable to watch, though, personally. Let's see, there are... Treasure! No! Any games that you played on it long? Yeah, that's fair enough. Long. What do you actually do nowadays? What is your main game? If it's, you know, hardcore or anything, because I am very casual. As many people would call me, filthy casual. Casual's nice. It means that you get to go in and out. Other than that, I mostly actually entertain myself with my Warhammer 40k hobby. And yeah, I'm a nerd. What do you want? Good luck on that, Long. Good luck on that. And meanwhile you are doing that, I suppose I will struggle with what I do, and, you know, yeah. Yeah, I haven't actually had that much investment in the ladies. I'm mostly actually focused on my career many times. I've currently, you know, I'm trying to look for like the next step in my education. I am thinking of electronics. So that is what I'm currently doing, but, you know, I'm gonna work probably, you know, I've already found plenty of work during the summertime. So that's probably gonna keep me quite occupied. Whew. I wonder for how many months. Let's see, what can I put into this thing? Ah, PC. Now that is a cool idea. Let me just tell you this first and foremost: whatever you do, do not apply to the game industry too recklessly. It can be very hostile, very dangerous, because many companies will treat you like fuel and just burn you out and then fire you. It can be extremely unstable and dangerous if you go to the wrong people. Don't work for EA, for example. You're probably gonna get fired if you work on the wrong project. But when it comes to your normal PC, yeah, pretty much it's exactly that. The horror story that is, you know, Anthem and the developing behind it will speak for itself. People had to take breaks and just go into rooms and cry because of how brutally they were worked. Like, this is bloody dangerous. We're talking about like 80-hour working weeks. Do you realize how long that is? That is dangerous. Full on health danger. But yeah, if you go into the more PC side of things, I think you'll be safe. I think you'll be good. And it'll be definitely very useful. I mean, hey, think about it this way. When the zombie invasion arrives, and, you know, society has to be rebuilt from scratch, or, you know, atomic warfare, you know, when civilization needs to be built back up, you will know the most important device in the history of mankind and can start making computers for everybody. And you can sell them at, like, monopoly price. Imagine that. Wouldn't that be great? Oh, that's a shame. I really liked my what is it called? God damn it. Laptop that I got from Asus. I really liked it. It was good. It's a shame that they are going downhill, but such is the way of things. But it's good that you're also very invested in that. I am actually not very well informed when it comes to PC companies and the likes of that. I'm very well informed in movies and games, which, I mean, that's good. That's fun, right? Right. But I am limited on that front, so it's interesting to hear that. And it's good that you are informed on what you are interested in. I wish you # tons of luck with whatever you seek. Let's go. We have anything else? Oh right, you have to be freaking 50. What the hell? They were. Wow. Seriously? What the hell? That's assholish. Corporations. Oh my god. Yeah, you're right. That is life. You don't always win. You have to be cunning yourself and, you know the right people to really get on, like, the best footing. I don't really have much of a thing to say there. I mean, when I was gonna buy a PC that I've used today, for example, I was given a lot of help and advice on that. Dashi and Sahi actually helped me out with, locating the best parts for the job. And so, I've had this PC now for a good 3 years, I think. Oh wow, you asked the actual lawyer. Damn. Yeah, many times lawyers aren't worth it. Actually, a fun story. Me and Dashi were once contacted by a guy trying to start his own company. He needed services that I could provide over the internet. Designs, schematics, and graphical construction. I gave it to him, and we agreed upon a pay per hour, freelancer, all that stuff. His problem was, however, that he spent so much cash on lawyers to, to get the brand, to get his foundations, that he couldn't even pay me properly. And ultimately, he said that, like, oh yeah, you can totally sue me if I ever steer you wrong. He was a very genuine person. I don't feel that he was ever, foolish. I feel that he had a really good heart for things, and who knows? He might have even done pretty well by now, but I haven't heard much from him recently. But therein lies the problem. Many times lawyers are either too pricey to do something with, or just not worth it. It's really hard to find that perfect balance when you should and seize upon that. Because lawyers are expensive. I wonder how many lawyers there are. I also know that the market for lawyers is that they're actually a plentiful bunch, but it's also really hard to get, to be desired. Or something. Completely off the rail. Have you ever watched Phoenix Wright or Better Call Saul? Those shows are pretty awesome. I totally agree with ya. So let's talk about something else. But yeah, okay. One of these shows is well, let's talk about Better Call Saul, because if oh, whoops, spoilers, nothing about that. You never see nothing. Better Call Saul is a spin-off of Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad being like one of the most amazing shows I have ever seen. Me and Dashi watched it together over Skype while he was away. He left for America, and we were feeling very, chill about it, because like the moment he arrived, pretty much like a week afterwards, he had set everything up, we started to just watch Better Call Saul together, just like we had watched Breaking Bad together, and we really liked it. It's a really cool show about lawyers, how that works, a lot of the average life for that industry, and a lot of fun time spent being able to con other people, so you will learn to watch out for that.
Now, just in case some of you ain't doing
meanwhile,
all this out of kindness
a show
of
that
your
is a lot easier to get into is Phoenix Wright. It's based on a video game that Capcom made, and you are essentially a lawyer, a defense lawyer, and for some bewildering reason, you're also a detective, sort of. So, like, murder cases come to you, like, oh yeah, you're supposed to defend this guy who's been charged with murder, but he totally didn't do it. And because the detective misses are so goddamn inept that it's just head-scratching, you just have to go to the crime scene and investigate yourself. He's like, hey, wait a minute, objection! That my case cannot be in the wrong because this evidence. And like the accusers are like, what? No way! It's like, yeah, way. And that is a contradiction! Ah, no! It's, you know, it's an anime. The detective cases are actually really intriguing. They're actually really well written. And they're a lot of fun, actually, to watch. I would recommend you check them out. They're also dubbed, if you want that in English. So hey, I can recommend to you that after you've watched the stream, not while you're watching the stream, because I'm very important to watch, okay? Trust me. You could totally, you know, go to a site and see if you find some English episodes and check them out. Who knows, you might actually dig them. Like, they really just turn up the heat later on. Some cases are just crazy. And the character personalities are really funny and colorful.
You found a fissure. Look out for a reactant. Fallen enemies will drop crucial life support. Be on the lookout. Use that reactant to open a relic. Keep fighting. Look for more reactant.
Indeed. By the way, I am apparently not hip enough to understand this, but what does
Get ready for a capsule.
BBL stand for? Because apparently I'm old or inexperienced, young. I'm gonna go stick with young. I'm too young to understand all that adult stuff. Oh, be back later. Okay, I'm so used to people saying be right back. Now that makes sense. Now Farsight has become learned Farsight. Alright, I'll see you, mates. Have a good one.
Additional life support has arrived.
Damn, this whip is just murdering stuff. It's awesome. I'm totally keeping this thing. Have a good one, mates.
Support has been replenished. Life support incoming.
Oh my god. Hilarious. Oh man, that was awesome.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside. Another life support capsule is now available.
Well, Sword, it's excellent that you showed up because Long just left us. I am so lonely right now. Nobody to talk to. Secretly, I'm very lonely, and so I need somebody to fill in the gaps in my empty soul. So it's good to have you back. Otherwise, the overall stream is doing, you know, it's doing good. It's cool. It's doing great. Why do you ask? It's going perfectly.
Prepare for life support.
But yeah, regarding the question. I don't think you can actually shoot those. Regarding like future solo content that I might provide for you fellas, if you have any interest in seeing me playing Warhammer Space Marines perhaps or something like that, to talk about that finally, you know, you can tell me. If you don't, there's always gonna be this Warframe game. And who knows, maybe I will find something else to do while both Dashy and Shady aren't really fully available.
This will help our cause.
Oh, why did you think that? Do you think that I am so awful that I wouldn't be able to provide y'all fellas with something awesome? Well, I'll say I can. Damn right. But again, most of the time, when actual problems are, you know, a thing, many times it is actually us connecting together, you know, both having me and Dashy streaming. Streaming normally has never actually been any real problem at all. Doing this, that's easy. Doing this with Dashy and Sahi, yeah, together, you know, making sure that everything also runs smoothly, that is a little harder to pull off. Especially when there's like one problem, everything is cancelled. It doesn't help by the fact that my Skype has been, you know, beyond asshole-ish and just refuses to work. And I think I've finally found a hard-boiled fix to the issue, and that is to just perhaps get a new hard drive. Who knows, right? A fresh, good start might be exactly what the doctor ordered. But that is something that's just over there. Aw, thank you, Dash. And also, oh my god, Dash, go away! You got stuff to do today. Shoo! Shoo! Thank you very much.
I've delivered another life support capsule.
Obviously, because hit the cue. I'm fabulous, fabulous, I am fabulous, but I'm not gonna sing the song. I could actually recite it. This is a good song. Welcome, Talon, as New said. I'm glad you agree. I have the feeling that you've played Warframe before. If you ever want to, you and I can play it together. You are 100% welcome to hunt stuff, to trade stuff. I've played Warframe for roughly 2 years, you know, come and go sort of thing. If you have any questions about, you know, the setting, the lore, I'm pretty good about the lore bits. I'm pretty good about the setting bits, so you could ask, and I might be able to tell. Who knows? Maybe you might even learn something.
Life support on the way. That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission.
But otherwise, if you feel that there's anything, you know, that could be fixed, improved, in my when it comes to my stream, do not hesitate to say, you know, if the volume's good, if you want something perhaps in the background. Do not hesitate to say. I want to learn, and I want to improve, and I want to make y'all super happy. And don't forget, it's only one Farsight today. Eager to answer any, you know, Farsight related questions. Or, you know, in general, questions that you might have made up just because you want to. I will probably answer those too. Hell, I might just answer everything. Jesus Christ, this whip is freaking insane. Damn. Just like 2 upgrades and it's already like a blade storm of damage.
ready for a capsule.
Okay, so what does this actually do? I haven't looked through the abilities in this guy properly. Let's see here. So... what is this? Okay, so exhausted deep breath of elemental destruction zones under the colored term as the element, which makes it electricity. Depending from its element alignment, it also everything's great deal with defensive energy. When shields are hit, Chroma's armor gets too strong when health takes damage. Oh, okay, that's actually pretty dope. Okay, good defense buff. Good... lightning. Actually, how much does this hit for? Let's check one. Some victim. Lightning breath. Oh, this is remarkably enjoyable. You just have to stare really fierce at them and they just like, oh my god! Oh my god!
The more successful they will be.
What do we get? What do we get? I guess we can go for another one of these. Pretty decent, I think. Well, maybe just because... no. Now let's stick with this. What else? What else? How people go C4. Ah, classic chroma pieces. Y'all fellas need to gather up and farm them together as a group, trust me. It's not gonna go well if you do it alone. You need help. I learned that the hard way.
Don't forget the reactant. You need more to open that relic.
This is so interesting. They have, like, you know, data slates and stuff drenched in water. It's like, that's, I guess, one way of keeping them cool, am I right, fellas? Although we have actually seen water in computers before as cooling systems, so I guess it's not completely out of bounds. And this is, like, what? 2,000? Give or take, like, 5,000? I'm actually not sure on the whole calendar thing on this setting. How much in the future this is. Clearly long enough for mankind to lose its bloody mind, that's for sure. I just hear a peeping, though. Interesting. Okay, nice. Something else to go by. I wonder if we're ever gonna make a new proper lore reason why we get suffocated to death. I wonder if they're ever gonna address that either.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Can anyone provide with a decent challenge? God damn it. No one. Okay, yeah, I buy it. This is definitely one of the most deadly weapons in the entire game.
Transference still holding.
Twin-bladed whip, or like saw whip. Saw-bladed whip. Yeah. Also, swoop around with a flail. We want some whoop ass.
That should keep you going for a while.
Graceful like a feather.
Tenno, prepare for life support.
What is the reach of this thing? It's ridiculous. Oh, like, actually, what level are they? That's fair to say. 11. Still, it hits for 4,000. That's something.
Another life support capsule is now available.
Here comes a dump truck.
What our Tenno operative just found. They could not do this without you.
What will it be? Actually, yeah, 2 of each, as I always say, right? Although, is Oberon more used? I'm gonna go to Oberon. I have Fangs as it's close. Let's go with... Indeed, we'll see you soon. Sorry. By the way, any of you in chats, ask me something. Talk with me. I am super available and super willing to talk.
You are going to need more reactant if you want to open that relic.
Yeah, we're good. Ah, you see, so the leveling system is a fascinating thing here in Warframe, because your max level is 30. Like, your weapons, your main champion, I guess you can call it, and your guns, you know, and your melee weapon and your sidearm all have a maximum level of 30. However, if you want to make them, you know, essentially be able to equip even more skill slots, then you have to forge them, essentially. So, you know, you have to reset them to level 30, like, you know, from level 0, and then work them up to 30 again. And you can actually essentially do this until you feel that it has all the weapon equip slots available. And doing all these leveling things, all of that, multiple times, combines into what is the core level, your account level, which is currently minus 13. And that is also what controls what a lot of other things you can do here in the game. Like what is available, like what weapons you can equip, what you can't equip. And I would personally very much like to be master level 15 or something like that, just some things unlocked by then. But that is gonna take a monumental amount of work, so it's only gonna wait for a little bit. Right now, I am doing some relic openings, and you know, there's no real clear goal here. You know, practice with this new champion I just recently unlocked, throw him up, and level him up while also getting some challenges done. Yes, it might seem low, but I think... What is the highest level, mastery level in this game? I think it's like 35 maybe. Let's just say that in this game, your mastery levels, they go very slowly, and so, you know, 13 isn't that low actually. It's pretty much, you know, in the middle of the road. And most people usually, you know, don't get much further. I mean, it's only the really hardcore people, you know, gets to level 30 and 50. No, wait, I don't think there's 50. 30, 20-ish. I'm gonna guess it's a swordsman who's back. Welcome back. How was the break? I'm gonna assume it was very pleasant. But not as pleasant as coming back to this awesome stream, am I right? Am I right? No, maybe not. Who knows? How do you do a backflip now again? I know you can do backflips in this game. Because backflips are really important. As Fizz taught us, backflip is like the most incredible thing in the entire game. I loved Fizz. From League of Legends, he was so awesome. I was such a freaking jerk with him, it was great. He's actually one of my favorite champions to this very day, enough. And yes, I know, everybody said like only absolute cunts play him, but hey, I'm totally not that. I'm just saying, I enjoy him quite a lot. I got my first... No. Did I ever get a pentakill? I think I got like a quadra at least. Or maybe I did get a penta. Yeah.
We will all share in this bounty. Hold out as long as you can.
What is this? Embarrassing. Didn't get a single relic cracking her. Weird. Usually you're supposed to get something. Alright, seems like we're pulling out.
You are going to need more reactant if you want to open that relic.
Nice! So that's the pistol level 30. What am I gonna... what melee weapon am I gonna use now? This thing's really good, but... no, it's not my style. What's my promo? 17. Well, that's gonna keep going for a little bit then. Oh well.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Decent haul. Oh, so 3 levels, nice. Okay, what more do I have?
Nora is all about incentivizing.
6 more. Right, then. Go to the rare mines. Kill his primary weapon. Cold damage. Invasion missions. Polarized hull plating. Have you guys ever watched Star Trek Enterprise, I think? Yeah, it was Star Trek Enterprise. They said like polarize the hull plating all the time. It had like no meaning to it. It was funny.
It's time for Nora to say goodnight.
Where do I get all these from? Oh yeah, right. Okay. Let's go with the gauntlets. Needs to be a little redder. Nice. That is pretty true, Sword. So I mean, hey, say something. Anything really. I'll know you're joking. But I'll still treat it like I don't. Alright, gauntlet guns. This reminds me of that Ruby character. What's she called again? Xinglei? No, I'm so awful. You know, I watch anime a decent amount. Yeah, nothing big, but I still have not grasped naming at all. What type of weapon am I going for today? Scythe, perhaps? Perhaps something elegant. Yeah, that's nice. That'll be nice. I should go with some wind actually now that I have that challenge too. Nice, it becomes cold. Alright, no homing. Server damage contest is live. Alright, what else we got? What do you got for me? Nah. Let's see. Still got some survival I can do, so I guess we'll go with that. Okay, so that will actually benefit me. A chance for ground seems nice.
A lone Tenno operative is raiding this ship for supplies.
Well, one can just split your message in two pieces. That can work,
Trigger
right?
the alarm.
Otherwise, it would be a little hard to read all of it, I guess, but I don't know.
They've turned off critical life support systems. I suspected they might try this. Stand by for support.
Whoosha!
I've delivered a life support capsule to the area.
Oh, no,
Activating it will buy you more time.
Twin-handed katana. Just
Fisher,
absolute
defend yourself
awesome
and
levels.
reactive to other relics.
Whoosh! You know, it's really cool. I don't actually play with sounds on most of the time because this is a grindy game by its very nature. It's designed that way. That's just, if you like grinds, you'll love this game.
Crucial life support. Be on the lookout.
Voices can get a little annoying after a while, and so I don't actually have sound on that often. But I mean, like, man, sometimes you really just should, because it's... Some of the sound effects are awesome.
Get ready
Oh,
for a
yeah.
capsule.
Cool. Yes. I am samurai and ninja at the same time. Look at my parkour skills.
Don't forget the reactor.
Death before dishonor, and all that.
Another life support capsule is now available.
Like classic Spartan Lees from Halo. Oh man, it's gonna be fun to play with Halo again. Sword, what do you feel about Halo? Because I know what I feel. Pretty darn excited. I would seem to actually be able to play all those old school classics on PC for once. I think there's a little modding that can be done with that. Oh yeah. Chill. Oh really? Well thanks for telling me. Although it is only you, Swordy, who have said that. Can I trust you? Nah, I think I trust you.
Additional life support has arrived.
Okay. Easiest challenge of my life. Deep freeze. Breathe is a lot of fun. Because you can breathe ice, you can like... Whenever you take shield damage, it makes your armor stronger. When you take your armor, when your armor finally gets hit, it just... I think you get health reserve or something like that. Oh, what is this? It's nuts. Oh, it's not. Yeah, that is just a natural byproduct of how this game works, because like there are so many weapons and so many capes that like it's impossible to separate the two, and so it's just what's gonna happen. It also depends. Like you can actually make your guns, you know, not appear on your character. You can make them, you know, only appear when you hold them in your hand, which is pretty neat. If you want to actually not, if you don't like, you know, to do that clipping. But yeah, this cloak is absolutely awesome looking. Yeah, doesn't it look beautiful? Just, like it's made of royalty clothing. You guys should actually see my other creations. I am really proud of some of them. My other champions, I guess you can call it. Because this is actually, what the hell? Actually a more recent addition to my collection.
This will help our cause.
Please. Alright, what will it be? Oh, cool! Oh, nice! An Equinox parts! Awesome! Alright, well that is one piece, with only... well, 4 more remaining. So let's these. Let's see if I can do that. Damn, I can't. Well, don't I just feel sheep? They're all going radiance. Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. If you don't know, relic hunting is essentially... to get a champion, you have to put the pieces together and then make it. To get those pieces, you many times have to do relic openings. And a relic can contain roughly, like, wait, no, not roughly, like 6 items, I think. I can't believe I don't know this. Or 5. No. And you can increase the odds by essentially, you know, spending a certain currency, not real money, by the way, thank God, to essentially refine the relics so the odds will be more in your favor to obtain, like, the more rare pieces. And, you know, when you get all those 5 different rare pieces from different locations, different relics and all that, you might be able to get all the pieces and then make your new champion. Or you can just buy the champion, but really, who wants to buy the new champion when you can earn it? This champion that I'm playing as right now, I earned it fully, fair and square, just by sheer willpower alone. And I feel so proud of myself. All of this beauty is stuff that I worked hard to get. Not an inch of this is paid for. Oh yeah. Just... I wonder what type of weapon I should actually aim for next. The great thing about Warframe is there's always, like, a new goal in front of you. You can always set your sights on something new, something that makes the game fresh or interesting to you. It's a little bit like Minecraft in a sense. You have to give yourself a project, a goal, a destination. If you get that, if you have that, the game will do all the rest for you. And sometimes it's harder or easier depending. Sometimes it's just pure cosmetics that you want to fight for. Sometimes you can just be awesome in the how you play the markets and earn a lot of the actual in-game currency. You know, the actual currency, what you can't pay real money to obtain. You can trade and barter with other people, sell items that they might want for stuff that you want. Oh, Mr. Freeze.
I will consider what I have learned from this skirmish.
Life support on the way.
Oh my god. Frost breath. The stuff that only Ice Dragons many times gets to actually pull off. Like, actually, is there any other fantasy thing, creatures, or anything that can actually do Ice Breath besides Ice Dragons?
Life support activated.
Like, you know, Ice Queens and stuff like that. Yes, but not that often, right? Because many times they just, you know, do, you know, shoot it from their hands. Like, in that Final Fantasy X, for example, my favorite Final Fantasy game ever, the Ice Aeon there, you know, Shiva, has this cool thing with, like, snapping your finger and causing ice to drop. It's great. But yeah, very little, few times there's actually breath.
The more successful we will be.
Please be something good. Please be something good. Please be something good. Sad trombone. I mean, I already have 2. Although... well, you see, Sorty, my character has Ice Breath. So when I activate this ability, it breathes ice. And they'll be like, oh my god, I'm getting a cold breath. That's my secret. Chroma is an interesting champion because he is essentially a elementalist, I guess. So, depending on what color, you know, in your appearance you choose, he will use a certain type of elemental enhancer. If you, for example, pick blue, he'll use electricity. If you use green, he will use poison. If you use red, he will use fire. And if you use white, he will use snow. And right now I have white on, so his breath becomes ice breath. His area of effect sort of enhancer gives ice armor, and, you know, gives some ice damage to, you know, the area. And what was this one again? It was a Bricks armor. And does something else. And then there's this fun fourth ability where he essentially takes away a part of his own armor to make it come alive. And that will do stuff. And here I am, down naked. My armor is alive. Let's put it on again. So that's kind of cool, isn't it? But there is actually one question I have for you, Sword. Have you watched the Plinkett review? Because you have to do that, so you can truly appreciate how great Star Wars is, you know?
That's it. We've opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Damn, this is powerful. Useless? Looks useless perhaps, but having essentially making a second character that does pretty decent damage, like it uses the same type of damage that you have, that's not something to scoff at. Plus, it can't be killed, but it will, you know, constantly siphon your energy. Although, the one downside, you don't look as fabulous with the armor over there and you over here. Yep, here I am. So, let's put it on. Oh, cool. Oh really? You didn't feel it was that funny? Ah, that's a shame. Me and Dashi thought it was like the most hilarious thing ever. But, you know, that's the great thing about human beings. We enjoy different things. We like things more than others. Sometimes we don't like them at all. And that's perfectly fine. Okay, just one more and I get the song. This is a hilarious thing in this game that you can go around to collect things, and if you collect like a certain amount of pieces, you know, like scanning them, you unlock actual soundtracks from the game to play in your hub area, or, you know, your own personal ship. So every time you play a mission and you exit that mission and complete it, you go back to your main ship. Your ship is, you know, where everything is placed, and you build your things and all that. And again, if you collect the songs around the area, you can sometimes unlock the song and have it playing in your ship, which is pretty cool. A nice little add-on collection there. Yep, just come on. Next. I will murder all of you.
what our Tenno operative just found. They could not do this without you.
Oh, cool, an Orthos blueprint spear. Although I'd already have... why not? Right. So I could use... No, I could actually sell the Orthos spear for pieces. Yep, time to leave. Yeah, I was, you know, if anybody of you didn't know that there wouldn't be no Dashi, today you guys might ask, so, you know, I put that in there, you know, so that nobody has any preconceived notion that Dashi might come back, or, you know, you should ask for him. Thank you, by the way, Zord. I'm happy that you can get a snigger from that. Making people happy is one of the happiest feelings you could get, really. And if you don't get that, well, find something else that makes you happy. Preferably not at the expense of others.
Another job well executed.
Oh, I would really like to have that Redeemer. That would probably be hilarious. Gunblade. Oh yeah, I could actually... Man, I just used my breath and my sword the entire way through. I need to learn to think about using my main weapons more often. It's so fun to just freeze breath them to death. Although I did actually get the Equinox chest. That is awesome. That's a good start. Now I just need to know where the rest of the pieces are contained. Good game. Well played, as they say. Am I right, Sword? Alright, what else to hunt? Nora, what do you got
Now
for
you
me?
might be wondering if I'm holding back on y'all. Dreamers.
3 more.
Let's check what's next.
Alright, let's do this one last time. Yep, perfect. Let's go with this one. Perfect. What, just reporting bot lane for something that they like because funny? Or are you talking about something else, or... You know, as a AD carry, mainly, I don't know how to feel about that. Just reporting. What's up, Alan? How are you doing? Oh, you asked first. Fair enough. I'm doing spotless. Bam.
Keep the enemy busy while a fellow Tenno operative raids the ship for supplies.
Come now. Let's all be friends and settle our differences with like a deathmatch or something. You know, both of you get sharp sticks, and you get to decide, you know, who lives and who dies. There we go. I feel that would solve most problems in a heartbeat. Bonus points if you know, go through the heart. Anyways.
Hold on. I'm sending auxiliary life support. The first life support capsule has arrived. Activate it when your supply is low. Official. Defend yourself and use scaffold to open roads. Personal life support nodules dropped by
This guy is awesome. Just like the Spartan laser back in the day. Good times.
Working on your relic. Find more.
And Alan, oh wait, or God, thank you. I do look rather fashionable. Thank you for noticing. I even have this new awesome sword that I recently obtained, like a week ago. Look at this sword. I mean, two-handed katana blade. This is the stuff that Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII would wield. And look at this thing. can be cooler than a blade that hits you with ice wounds.
Support capsule is now available.
But hey, I'll show you some of the more, some of the other cool Warframes that I have, or champions, after this is over. They just keep on coming, and I keep on killing. Nice, that's all of them.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Well, I said two-handed katana, but I hold it in one hand, but when I swing it, I actually use both hands, if you notice. So like, look. Swing, swing. You see? So like, he holds it in his main hand, but when he actually swings it with force, he actually holds both hands together.
Additional life support has arrived.
Bullet deflection. Bam! Yeah, this game, it became a lot more fun actually when they introduced the new melee updates. If you guys don't know, like maybe some of you have actually played, I know, right? And instead of hot, of course, it has cold steel. I mean, look at this. This is electrical cold damage going through the blade. So it basically, like, it pierces through the shields really quickly, and you know, hits them essentially with slow, and you know, it can sometimes turn into ice, and they shatter, and you know, they die. That's fun.
Get ready for a capsule.
So yeah, regarding Warframe, they recently, like, I don't know, give or take a couple of weeks, a month, they introduced this new melee combat, which essentially makes you able to jump between your melee weapon and your guns much quicker at the flip of a hat. So you can way more easily, you know, swap in between and feel awesome about it. Check these weapons out. They are gauntlet guns.
I've delivered another
Kamehameha! Like they shoot shockwave. There's a little bit of a mixture between Vi, I guess, and Zheng Long, or whatever that character from Ruby, I think.
When you need it, extraction's ready.
Oh.
The raid
Oh.
is off to a successful
Well,
start.
that's nice. That's nice. I'm cool. I'm cool. It's still good to be appreciated. Oh, cool! Alternator Prime System. Yeah, I'm going for that. Oh wait, Strandov. Oh, what should I pick? I gotta go with the weapon. It might be good, right? Yeah, I can imagine that plenty of mining's gotta be quite exhausting, right, Shady? What are you mining at the moment, by the way? How high have you reached? I think, like, what I'm on is currently, like, silver. I'm trying to get that from the borrow downs, but it's a little too dangerous for me to go there.
Transferring, still holding.
Prepare for life support.
Level 38, okay.
Life support activated.
Oh god, that's a lot. Good to know. I mean, you know, honestly, like, at this point, you're becoming so good in Prospector that, like, do I really need to improve my Prospector abilities? Like, maybe I do, but if, like, if you give me enough material, I can just give you all the jewelry you'll ever need. I don't know, like, it would kind of suck, because I would kind of, like, you'd kind of have to, like, almost give me a little extra, but I don't know, we could probably look it over, but I will still, you know, keep trying to do my own prospecting as well. But I would still love to get some on the side. Yeah, I know, Shady. Nobody likes, everyone appreciates the hard ass, but nobody likes the lazy ass. Yep. Also, you fellas, earlier, Alan or Sword, you were talking about a movie or something like that? What movie? You can tell me. I'm always intrigued about movies.
Let's go.
Bang, punch, punch.
Get ready for a capsule.
No? Okay, never mind then. I thought you were talking about something like that. It went by pretty quickly, so who knows? Maybe I'm just silly. By the way, guys, one cool thing about Warframe, you can go into a classical movie action slow-mo. Whoa!
Another life support capsule is now available.
Oh yeah, and if you want to know, there are also bow and arrows in this game, and when you kill people with those things, you freaking nail them to the wall. It's glorious, it's hilarious. You guys should check that out if you haven't played Warframe yet. It's a lot of fun. It's all right. But when it all, you know, comes together, sidearms, melee weapons, abilities, it just feels awesome. I wonder though, what should I aim for today? Perhaps I should aim for the new champion super skin that came out. Maybe I should aim for a new weapon of some kind. Oh.
Life support on the way.
My god, what? Sword, you real? Alan hasn't watched Lord of the Rings. That is just a crime in and of itself. Like, seriously, how can you go on in life knowing you haven't watched that just diamond? There are movies, and then there are movies, and there will always be those people who will be like, gasp, you haven't watched that movie that I have? How can you not? But no, seriously, like Lord of the Rings, you should just watch it and love it. And then you should be like, why haven't I ever watched this before? It was really funny. One time when I was in school, I was talking, you know, at dinner with some of my classmates, and there was this one guy who also rode horses. And we started talking about Lord of the Rings. He's like, he said, you know, I've never watched it. I'm like, what? Greatest reaction ever. And I convinced him to watch it, and he said he loved the horse scenes. They were amazing, and he loved the movie in general. But apparently Dashi's calling. 1 moment.
Easy 20k.
I fucking kid you not. I have 130 rich iron ingots, which means like 250 ores.
Hey fellas, what you up to?
Oh, hey.
Okay, Farsight.
Yeah, Dashi, what's up? What?
Have you ended the stream?
No.
End the stream. I'm so sorry. For everybody that can hear me right now, I'm so sorry, guys. We gotta end early.
Alright,
Shall I do the outro over the phone?
Alright, you know.
Okay, can they hear me?
Yes, I think they can.
Okay.
Yeah, Zorcube, so... Who is double calling me?
I just came to Starbucks, and then I realized the ShadyGoats team has to make a video pronto, and Farsight, thank God it's bloody Saturday, because you're gonna be up for another hour or two, okay?
Question mark?
Okay, so I'll tell you more about it later, but time for an outro. I'm practically running home. I just came to Starbucks. I was talking to my mother, and she told me a piece of news, which made me go, oh shit, ShadyGoats is gonna release a new video. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the stream. Thank you for having me, Farsight. It was great playing Warframe with you. For those that don't know the ShadyGoats community, the ShadyGoats community, if you enjoy the stream, make sure to hit that like button. Seriously, it helps out and also gives Farsight the confidence boost that he needs. It was a great stream. A lot of you guys tuned in. We appreciate it. Great work, Farsight. Additionally, if you want to see more, you can easily find out when we go live by just hitting the subscribe button. What are you waiting for, guys? Come on. Like, seriously, people. Hurry the hell up and click that subscribe button.
Come on, then.
But, do you think that just because we go offline, we're gone forever? Farsight, are we gone forever when we go offline?
Hell to the hell, no, 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 no. We are not gone. Well, we are always... well, on? Here, there, a little bit of everywhere. Yes, so...
Exactly.
Join us on our Discord. There's plenty of ShadyGoats to talk to there. And
precisely. Link in the description, people. Hit the little arrow down. You'll see the link to our Discord channel. Or if you're too lazy to do that, just type in www.shadygoats.com/discord, and you will be able to join a community of over 110 people. 110 people that are waiting.
Holy shit,
to be
that's
your
a lot of
friends.
people, right, guys?
Exactly, and they're waiting to get to know you. So be part of a community that's ever growing and that's ever loving. Cut the stream. We're going offline. Oh,
Alright, offline it is. See you next time.